Hello, today I'm going to describe another one of my loves of overseas traveling before settling down to have my own vet practice. And if you have watched the other video on the Thailand trip, today we're going to discuss another part of the country, or another part of the world. It's in Greece. One thing which I do enjoy about this sort of overseas volunteering trips is that it allows me to open my eyes to what vet medicine like is in another place. You know, they're still cats, they're still dogs, they still get the similar sort of diseases, but the sort of treatment options and the way it's approached is all slightly different. And that is the interesting and fun part of it, because we're all fundamentally vets. We want to help animals, but how we help, even for the same situation, can be approached in a very different way. So today I'm going to describe to you a little bit about my trip in Greece, whereby I went to I spent 10 days over there and went to 3 sunny locations and neutered 89 cats, and had a lot of amazing gyros, Greek food and things like that, super delicious. But here we go. So landing in Greece was pretty interesting. So we first went to this place called Thessaloniki, and over there, when we talk about the Greek cat welfare or the local Greek cat welfare, is usually run by housewives. Some of them are local, some of them are actually English people who have migrated there and they just want to take care of the cats. So this is a picture of one of the operating rooms that I was in somebody's, short for a better word, a storeroom really. And you can see it's all makeshift. It's just a little table over there, and this lady who was helping me out used to be a general in the Greek army, so she was properly on the ball and she got everything sorted. So you can see the sort of ops table over here with the light, and you can also see the prep table over there, which is just less than 2 meters away. That's where the cat is anesthetized and also clipped and clean. You can also see over here is the recovery cages. It's just made up of a lot of little cat boxes, and you can see on this little drawer here that is our so-called pharmacy. So it's just a little push trolley with all the needles and syringes over there. This is another location that I went to. It's called Sivri, and you can see that the location of the table, this is in somebody's room, in somebody's living room actually, and you can see how they just set up over there for an instant pop-up surgical table, and you can see that they actually stack on sort of 4 to 5 chairs to match my height, to keep operating at a prolonged pace. And you can see over here one of the housewives, or actually one of the volunteers for the Greek cat welfare. It's prepping the cat, so just clipping and prepping the cat ready for surgery. And you can see over here a cat that is all prepped for surgery. And just before I operate, notice on the table as well there is a little sort of like a Chinese takeaway container with liquid inside there that is wet sterilization. So basically all the equipment will just wet sterilize. And so you can see over here where the 2 of the volunteers are transferring a feral cat from one basket to another, and this is at the end of the day when we are washing all the cats and washing all the cat baskets and disinfecting all of it. And this is, you can see me all packed up and ready to go for a trip to an offshore island called Skiathos. And that is also where we met up with another, or I met up with another sort of cat welfare lady over there. And you can see it's all packed up over here, ready to go. So we were going on a boat, and Skiathos, just in case you do not know, is a very, very beautiful island where it's quite a sort of rich island, so to speak. A lot of celebrities like Tom Hanks has got a place over there. as their holiday home, so to speak. And this lady that I was staying with, her name is Sharon, and she has got about 200 cats on her premises. And as you can see, they're all just kept everywhere. They're in little drawers here and there, so they all just sleep everywhere. So she feeds all of them really. And she's got about sort of 6 dogs as well. And you can see they're just chilling out in their little pens over here. And over there, I was using their garage as their ops theater. You can see where the washing machine is over here, but that's also where I'm operating. And you can see the sort of black bin bag over here, just below the cat, and that's where we sort of shave, clip, and just and all the body bits all goes into the bag really before the next cat is prepared as well. And so there's a prep table just on the side. After that, what happens was that it was quite challenging because we actually had a power cut. So there was no more light in that place, in her sort of a storm utility room, so to speak. So we had all shift outside, where we were doing the surgery outside. So you can see on the sort of left, that little round table, that's my little prep table. On the right is actually my operating table. And that is where I am just operating in the sun, using the sunlight. And over here you can see a picture of me doing a cat castration. And over here, because I was the only vet, or rather Skiathos does not have any vets at all, so I was the only vet on the island. So when they hear that I was there, all the pet owners with all their problems would bring their animals to Sharon's house for a consultation. And you can see our little friend here was a little bit feisty, so a muzzle is being put on while I examine the animal. And this lady drove the dog through, and it was more of a drive-through than anything else really, so as close as a drive-through as it gets. She didn't even get out of the car, and I was just examining the dog and just through the car window. But there we go. You can see me over here operating in the sunlight. It was very, very bright, so we always had little shades here and there. That's a little cat over here just having the stethoscope, pretending to be a vet. And that's me again doing a consultation with another owner that's just driven past. And so all in all, you know, like I said, we spent sort of 10 days over there. I spent 10 days over there in 3 different locations. We neutered about 89 animals, and it was an amazing experience. And I was just glad that I was there, able to help them to control the cat's population over there. So what has happened is that usually places like Skiathos, whereby it's an offshore island, tourists, they bring cats there and they feed the cats there, but when they leave, the cats stays over there and unfortunately proliferates. So the whole island just becomes quite overrun with cats. And they have a huge population control, so it's due to sort of volunteer services like myself going through the worldwide vet services, who plays a huge role in trying to provide veterinary care on these offshore places. Let's not forget, in Greece we must do what the Greek do and eat very good food. So we had this calamari, the fresh, the seafood is so fresh. So we had fish. It was pretty amazing, especially with gyros and things like that. So pretty amazing place really, and I highly recommend anybody who's got a capacity, whether as a vet or just as a volunteer, to go there and help out for the cats and the animals in another country, because it is very rewarding just to see how do people do similar things but slightly different for the same species that we care of, you know, in the same in our country as well. So that's all we have for you today. I look forward to see you in the next live event, and this is Amity.